game day, but the Smoothie King Center's doors are locked and the lights are off at guest services.
It's definitely different, but we've kind of gotten used to it by now.
The Pelicans are ready for tip-off without a soul in sight on the concourse.
Being here in the Smoothie King Center with 20,000 plus seats, and there's a total of about 10 of us in here.
It's an odd feeling.
The building is eerily quiet. But just take a few steps outside to the Fox Sports production truck and you'll hear the usual sounds.
Black Online here. Speeding on program. Killer mics.
Here we go.
Roll A.
3, 2,
Music.
1,
Open the mic.
Hi everybody, welcome back to the NBA campus in Orlando and of course the Smoothie King Center here in New Orleans. Tonight's crowd? About 30 people, mainly Pelicans staff and Fox Sports crew. This facility is 550 miles from the nearest professional basketball game. You're looking at the new normal for NBA bubble broadcasting. New Orleans' team of players and coaches is working in Orlando. The team of broadcasters is working here in New Orleans, but they're not working alone.
I think our TV broadcasts have been going extremely well.
Josh Richardson is the team's executive producer of live programming.
There are actually two crews joining forces that you see on Fox Sports New Orleans. One at the NBA campus in Orlando, and ours here in New Orleans at the Smoothie King Center. The Orlando crew is living just as much in the bubble as the basketball players, and our New Orleans staff is a scaled down, socially distanced version of our regular crew. And we're responsible for the final product that you can see right here on Fox Sports New Orleans.
Our New Orleans broadcast crew requested the arena's massive video board be lowered from its usual position high above center court. The screen now hangs 6 feet off the floor, to be exact. It's just one of several viewing options that we use to call the action from Orlando.
For me personally, I love it. If I could play NBA 2K on there every game, I certainly would. But watching the game, it's just like having the big screen in your house, but at the arena right in front of you.
The Orlando video feed is a lifeline for both radio and TV crews based here in New Orleans. Radio producer Daniel Sallerson works from a position high above the court. He prefers to use the Jumbotron to observe the game action. But television analyst Antonio Daniels sits courtside, normal spot at floor level. He prefers to use an entirely different set of monitors arranged at the scorer's table. It's a setup he's still getting used to.
What you're accustomed to is the game playing out right in front of you. So even throughout the course of the season, I didn't pay a whole lot of attention to the monitors unless I had to telestrate something or unless I had to look at a stat. I was actually watching the game. So now that the game is not playing out in front of me, now I actually look at the monitors so I can reference all the things I have, the stats, the things that I have written down, the preparation prior to the game.
Richardson and the TV crew have always used a full wall of video monitors to keep an eye on the action. That hasn't changed, but their responsibilities have been modified under the current setup.
One big change for myself, as well as our director, Eric Deli.
Take your dog box. Ready, 9, full.
We were able to request special video footage from only one camera, and the rest are pretty standard. Now, it makes it tough for us to put our stamp on the broadcast from a team perspective, but lucky for us, we have talented hosts like Joel, Jen, David, and AD.
Despite all the physical and technological hurdles, it's hard to argue with the results of the NBA bubble.
It's just been incredible to see the bubble having 0 positive tests in the 3 or 4 weeks that they've been doing this. The fact that we're able to get through these games, the fact that we're able to take you into your television or your car, watching or listening. It's been awesome, and the fact that it's giving people something to kind of keep their mind off everything that's going on, I think I've been really appreciating what the NBA has done to make this possible.
Considering this small sample size, what might we expect for basketball beyond this season?
We have to take into consideration, we are talking about 3 scrimmages and 8 games. So in essence, we're talking about 11 games. It's a drastic difference providing a bubble for 22 teams as opposed to 30 and for 11 games as opposed to 82 games. So I don't know what the league is going to do, what they have planned. I've heard plans of maybe having 3 different bubbles, maybe one on the West Coast, one on Mountain Time or Central Time, and then one on the East Coast. But I don't know what that looks like, and it's tough to ask players. Think about, in America, we had a problem quarantining ourselves at home. People had an issue quarantining themselves at their own house. There's nowhere in this world you're more comfortable than at home, but yet we're going to ask players to quarantine themselves in a bubble or multiple bubbles for 6 or 7 months. that's going to be a little difficult. It's definitely going to be challenging.
Without a doubt, there are a lot of challenges facing the NBA and our TV broadcasts. But from what I've seen so far from the NBA restart, I'm definitely optimistic.